Good morning. This is Reverend Pam Geagan from the Center for Spiritual Living Pleasant Valley in Camarillo, California. Welcome to our Lotus and Lily ongoing meditations that are heading us to a soul day to create even greater manifestations. And this today is about universal cash. Hafiz wrote, "Forgiveness is part of the treasure you need to craft your falcon wings and return to your true realm of divine freedom. Forgiveness is miraculous." I know that forgiveness, complete, visceral, down to your toes, forgiveness is nothing less than a miracle. It is one of the hardest things to let go of is the anger and disappointment and sadness of a situation or person. But when we let go of it, it empties out spaces in our hearts and our souls, and then it leaves us wide open with new spaces for new feelings, new choices, new actions on your part, and yes, even on the part of the other. When you let them go also, they can go on to their highest good. Because when you're that tied into something or someone, they are just as tied into you, but not on the level of the highest level of wanting freedom, the highest level of being held down. So in the empty spaces is where spirit flies in the door and miracles abound. But there is a paradox here. If you forgive with the intention of manipulating another person's behavior, then it's really not forgiveness. Releasing and forgiving are big, and it's wise to take them in incremental steps. Does the road forgive and the road to forgiveness and the word forgive sound like a heavy task, a heavy weight around your neck? The word in Greek, forgive, simply means to untie the knot. If the word forgiveness sits in your craw, so to speak, stop using and substitute the words, "I'm untying the knot," and you may find this forgiveness is much easier to use, this kind of approach to it. So when you are untying the knots, remember you're untying the knots not only in your mind, but in your stomach, where we hold lots of, in our solar plexus, where we hold lots of energy, to your heart and throughout your entire body and your entire beingness when you untie that knot. And that's what we really want. Forgiveness is what we all need to return to our true realm of divine freedom. We want that freedom. Freedom, that's what we really want, and that's the whole purpose of building a beautiful life. If you think it was the house, the car, the lover, the job, the contract, the money, all those things that you wanted, you will be surprised to know that that's not true. Money is just a piece of paper, but when you think about all of the lovely things you can do with that money, like help your children, give your parents a vacation, pay off debts, set up a business, the list can go on and on and on about the delightful things we can do with a pile of money. That's what we desire. It's not the money itself or the thing itself or the situation itself. It's what our universal bank account, which is endless, full potential, full supply, full unending supply in and through, waiting for us to open, to take flight with it, is. So when you see it, it isn't the paper money that you want, it's the freedom that money creates, and you want to craft your falcon wings and fly to. You want to untie the knots and take flight to that place where you can become who you want to be, who you came here to be. And it's not about the things, it's about the freedom you feel inside no matter what situation you're in, knowing that your life is unfolding perfectly no matter where you are, what you're doing, or what is happening. It's here, it's about being in a new place where you are free to express, letting go of all the burdens that are holding you down. The fullest, richest expression of your authentic, holy, whole self. It's not about that thing you want. It's always about the freedom that that thing produces. So imagine a universe for just a moment as a divine department store. Let's just go within here for just a moment. You're walking into the most magnificent department store. And you can close your eyes. And when you walk in that department store, your currency that's in your beingness, the authentic self, is that golden currency of love, forgiveness, and gratitude. So when you walk in, you are free to choose anything you want and use that universal cash that has already poured in and through and as you to choose the highest and best life. But when we visualize ourselves and also those who love and are loved, those who have forgiven and are forgiven, and those whose hearts overflow with gratitude and joy, they are truly the wealthy ones, aren't they? Their soul's bank account, that universal bank account, is brimming over with divine tinder. They can buy anything they want, and you too are now being led to a place where you can order a large amount of universal joy, universal cash, universal love. And it is an endless supply of good, in fact. And you are now tapping in because it's waiting for you to open up to it. So you can decide right now, do you want to untie your old knots? Do you want to be free? Are you ready to create space to be free? Are you willing to forgive and be free? Let's now go deeper. Let's go into our meditation. With Tibetan bowls, theta waves underneath it. And let's just relax in, energy coming up the ground, tying us, grounding us in that third dimensional body, coming up through the feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, just relaxing in the root chakra, the red, beautiful red ruby root chakra between the legs, feeling that energy vibrate all the way up the body, wrapping around the back, around the sacral chakra, above the root chakra, below the belly button. Beautiful orange sacral chakra. And just feel it relaxing you in, energizing and relaxing you. Feel the vibration. And now, coming up above the belly button, into the solar plexus, where we really hold a lot of our emotion, although we hold it throughout our whole bodies. Sometimes we're more aware of it in that area, that and in our heart area. Untie the knot. Let it go. Breathe in the good, the universal supply of health, wealth, happiness, joy, intelligence, beingness, revealing the authentic self, the beauty of it all. And breathing out now. Just relaxing in. And now coming on up to the heart chakra, the beautiful emerald green heart chakra, where I see the lily and the lotus sitting. Petals open and they're so beautiful. Just know the heart is relaxing. It's lowering the blood pressure. It's not working hard right now. It's absolutely relaxing and opening up to the feeling nature of that universal supply in and through and as you, as love, joy, letting go, letting God, forgiving others, and most of all, if there's anything you feel you need to forgive yourself for, letting that go. Now coming up to the shoulders, the neck, down the arms, down the elbows, down the forearms, the wrists, the hands, and feeling that energy. These are your energy wands. And again, putting them any place in the body, directing that vibrant energy in and through the fingers. You can actually go like this, and then go like this, and you'll feel the energy. Take that and place it in the body, in the heart, in the solar plexus, whatever chakra you want. And coming around and wrapping around the throat, opening this beautiful sky blue throat chakra, the jaw, letting the jaw go, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the forehead, and going to that wonderful indigo blue, deep, rich, royal color between the eyes that connects with the back here, the soft spot and everything else, the original soft spot in the brain, into that chakra, the intuitive chakra, the third eye, and then having it go right up through the crown, that energy. Feeling it go right up to the crown, going right out the crown and coming right back down. And filling you right now, filling you with peace and joy. And let's take those 3 breaths in, hand on heart, raising our oxytocin level so that we're the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all in one. Breathing in with a love is on the in-breath. I am on the out-breath. And 2 more silently. And now that beautiful pink bubble, it's huge bubble, with your counsel is sitting there, or someone you love dearly, or someone new that's introducing themselves to you. And you step into the diaphanous bubble that closes behind you in that pink light, just soaking around you. And as you sit with your counsel who loves you beyond measure and is there to help you, I'm going to guide you into questions. For this is a time to look deep inside yourself and see where you're holding any anger, humiliation, resentment, jealousy, revenge, betrayal, where those negative emotions sit in your sacred body. Identify. Now, as you identify the different areas where you hold these emotions, feel and envision how much space they're taking up inside you. Where do you feel them? In your stomach, intestines, shoulders, neck, lungs, heart. And as you're feeling where they are, take a moment to look back. When did they take up important real estate space in your body and move in? How long have they been there? Even if it's for a day It's long enough. It's no longer needed. Feel them releasing. Leaving the body, blessing them, thanking them for whatever awareness has brought you to this point. And now, just sitting with this. How willing are you to forgive on a scale from 1 to 10? And if there are concerns about the forgiveness process, are you willing to try and forgive? What do I expect will happen when I let go of anger, resentment, pain and suffering, humiliation, jealousy? What benefits do I expect? Sit with the idea of forgiveness, untying the knots of those negative emotions and watching them leave your body. Just for a moment. You can even give them a color or shape, whatever you want, or just release them out into the ether world, for they no longer serve you. Watch them leave your body. Feel them leave your body. Let's breathe into that empty space as they leave. With feeling empty, relaxed, open and receptive to the newness of being free to experience that universal Now move forgiveness. Move it from the brain, the idea of it, to your heart. Stop thinking about the incident, the person, the thing, the situation, the circumstance. what happens when it moves into your heart? Do you relax in, ready to truly forgive and be set free? Your readiness to forgive comes from the heart. If your heart says yes, you're so ready, even if your mind isn't so sure. If your heart says no and is still closed, turn to your angels and guides right now, all around you, who are lovingly supporting you right now, on the reasons you have that you feel you still need to protect yourself and that you don't feel ready. The greatest intelligence is in the heart, and the heart knows what the heart knows. And if you don't feel ready, you don't feel ready. It's not a bad thing. It's not about judgment. It's just where you're at. It's just your reality for you. And the most important thing always is to ask yourself the big questions and ask your guides the good questions also. Ask them to enter into the conversation with an open heart and desire to be free. So take that moment right now, because you may be floored by the information that flows to you. Be open. And you could even write that down right now. For me, forgiving is about protecting myself. What if I forgive and my heart is open, my mind is open? What will be the consequences? And what have I been benefiting for? Keeping my resentment and anger alive. And don't fight the anger and resentment. Welcome it, embrace it. For the only way we can get beyond it is to embrace it, shine light into it. Ask for the gifts hidden deep inside you. You haven't released yet. This may be the perfect time to hear its message. Don't observe the conversation unfolding. Don't judge it or edit it. Don't even try to control it. This is a time not to judge yourself more, but for a time for loving self-care. Be kind to your heart, your body, your mind. Give yourself quiet time and solitude. Avoid toxic people, thoughts, and media. Drink lots of water, for it is a whole body experience, whole mind, body, heart, spiritual experience. And when ready, continue to sit and ask your guides to come in and guide and provide for you more revelations about the forgiveness idea when possible. And when you go through these ahas, heaven quakes, challenges that rock your boat and yet open you up to a whole new way of being, opening up that valuable real estate, taking up time and energy and space, you may be shocked at how tired you are. Releasing anger can be exhausting, and so be aware and just love yourself, care for yourself, right where you are. So now taking these suggestions, taking this whole deepening, digging deeper experience into the soul, thank who's ever with you, including the highest of yourself, the higher self that is taking you deeper with each of these exercises, fertilizing the soil of the soul to build your soul day into the manifestation of that which you desire most. Let yourself go, be free, be joyous, and cash in on the universal receptivity of what is the best for you and the highest for you, manifesting more joy, more love, more patience, deepening, checking in the great beyond within. Love and bless everything and everyone that's with you, stepping out of that bubble, always knowing that your counsel, or when you call in for a specific question, a sage, a wise person living or in the heaven world comes to you, sits with you, holds you tenderly, gingerly in the hand of the divine, and expresses the divine through you. So now waking up to my voice, hearing my voice, I end with an affirmation. I am untying the knot, and I am set free. Coming back into the room, hearing music, hearing the rain, hearing room noise, waking up fully awake, alert, but honoring how you feel in this moment and all moments of your life, in tune, in touch with the divine self. I love each and every one of you. Namaste, peace out. Watch Pamela Bailey tonight on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. with the Perfection of Imperfection. She's a great speaker, a brilliant woman, and I'll see you on the flip side. Mwah! See you tomorrow. Have a blessed day, as our Reverend Lynn says. Bye.